Tom Joad got out of that old McAllister pen. There he got his parole after 4 long years on a man-killing charge. Tom Joad come a-walking down the road, poor boy. Tom Joad come a-walking down the road. It was there he found him a truck-driving man. There he got him a ride. Said, I just got loose from the old penitentiary. Charge called homicide. Poor boy, it was a charge called homicide. That truck rolled away in a big cloud of dust. Tommy turned his face toward home, met Preacher Casey, and they had a little drink, and he found that his family, they was gone. He found that his family, they was gone. Tommy went down to the neighboring farm. There he found his family. They took Preacher Casey and loaded in a car, and his mammy said, we've got to get away, Tom. His mammy said, we've got to get away. Now the 12 of the Joads made a mighty heavy load. Grandpa Joad, he cried, and he grabbed up a handful of land in his hand and said, I'm sticking with the farm till I die. Great God, I'm sticking with the farm till I die. They fed him spare ribs and coffee and soothing syrup. Grandpa Joad, he died. They buried Grandpa Joad on the Oklahoma road and Grandma on the California side. They buried Grandma on the California side. They stood on a mountain and they looked to the west. Looked like the promised land was a big green valley and a river running through, and work for every single man. They thought there was work for every single hand. Now the Joads rolled into a jungle camp. There they fixed them a stew, and the hungry little kids in the jungle camp said, we'd like to have some too. Yes, we'd like to have some too. A deputy sheriff fired loose at a man. He shot a woman in the back, but before he could take his aim again, Preacher Casey dropped him in his tracks. Preacher Casey dropped him in his tracks. And they handcuffed Casey and they took him to jail. Then he got away. Met Tom Joad by the old river bridge, and these few words he did say, Preacher Casey. These few words he did say. Well, I preached for the poor a mighty long time. Preached about the rich and the poor. But us working folks has got to get together. We ain't got a chance anymore. God knows we ain't got a chance anymore. Now the deputies come and Tom and Casey run down where the water run down. And a deputy thug hit Casey with a club and laid Preacher Casey on the ground. Poor boy, they laid Preacher Casey on the ground. Tom Joad, he took that vigilante's club, brung it down on his head. Tommy took flight in the dark, rainy night. Was a preacher and a deputy laying dead. Poor boy, a preacher and a deputy laying dead. Tommy run back where his mama was asleep. He woke her up out of bed. And he kissed goodbye to the mother that he loved, and he said what Preacher Casey said. Yes, he said what Preacher Casey said. Everybody might be just a one big soul, looks that away to me. Everywhere you look in the day or the night, that's where I'm gonna be, Ma. That's where I'm gonna be. Wherever little kids are hungry and cry, wherever people ain't free, wherever men are fighting for their rights, that's where I'm gonna be, Ma. That's where I'm gonna be.